I'm pretty excited right now. We're going to do another engine build. You know how we did that two-stroke bike? Well, we're on to our next one. This is going to be a restoration video. Well, I mean, it's just going to be a preview of it. We haven't started yet. Besides just getting some WD-40 and cleaning off the carburetor so we could read the serial number and some of the other information on there. I really want to hear some tips about how you guys would deal with this, or if you've ever worked on one before. I looked online a lot. I couldn't find very much information on this, not even like the mix, nothing. So I want some tips. If you guys can give me tips, I know some people that are probably going to help me figure out what I can do about this and what I'm trying to figure out. But I think seals out right there. It's going to need a new gasket right there. But I have some gasket material that I can use for that. Here's our little funny air filter. This is really old. My grandpa gave it to me. It was in a train car in a pile of junk. And it's probably 80 years old. There's your air filter. It's probably just a steel wool air filter. I haven't done much with this besides clean off that one spot and open up the gas tank to make sure there's not crap in there. I'll show you. It's not too bad. I thought that'd be way worse. But yeah, you can see. Let me turn on my flashlight for you. It's not too bad. Just a little bit of rust. I'll probably put some gas in there, take this off, shake it around, clean it out. Yeah, it shouldn't be very hard to get that cleaned out. It must have been sealed up when it was in that train car. Here's where our cylinder head is. You see that the spark plug isn't actually in too bad a condition. I'll take it off for you. I got a metal brush and some WD-40 and cleaned it up. You can see that doesn't look too bad. I thought that would be in worse condition, but this is probably a 60s spark plug they put on here. It doesn't look too old. It looks old, but not the oldest I've ever seen. Now I'll show you a little bit more. Here's the CDI right here, and then the magneto might be going out, but you can hear that it's fighting. It's got compression, so it's actually pretty good. That's great that it has compression. But I think that the magneto is probably out because we twisted this and held that and it didn't shock us. So the magneto is probably going out or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is our fan to cool off the whole thing, even though it's that small, I guess. It says power products. It says it's made in the USA, which is kind of surprising. But I guess this is an older model, so everything was better then. But hopefully we can get this running. I really wish that sticker was still there. Looks like it's come off. There's a yellow sticker. I can see just one corner of it, but I think it's just stuff about exhaust safety. But we think this may have gone to a grinder, maybe a washing machine. It could have gone to anything, and it's a rope start. You just put a rope with a knot in the end of it into those holes and pull start. We're not going to try and pull start it until we get this thing cleaned up a little bit. We don't want to try and do that. But yeah, we'll do it right the first way, so then we don't permanently ruin this thing. But this could have gone to really anything, because it just has a end piece right here that could take a belt. You could take it off, put a small sprocket. You could use it for anything. Pretty much anything that it would be able to fit onto and be powerful enough for. But yeah, I'm going to be real careful with it. I think the fuel line, it's real hard. We're going to have to get another one of those. We're going to have to cut out some gasket material to fit in some of the places where it needs new gaskets. We might have to take apart the cylinder head and clean that out if it won't work. And this used to have an exhaust pipe. I can see it's sealed down here, so we're not going to take that part off. But we'll probably take this part off because that is really plugged up. Or that could be the filter material for it, but I'm going to take that off for sure. Yeah, we're going to have some PB blaster around here to bust the nuts off. Plenty of WD-40 to clean up the whole thing. You can see it's got a lot of oil stuff, but really it's not in too bad a shape for how old we think it is. Not too bad shape, but I really want some tips. I'd really like some tips on this for what I can do about it and ways that I can safely repair this and restore it without destroying it. That's how this right here, if you're wondering what that is, that's your kill switch. Really, it's a kill switch. That brings it to the ground, and it grounds it and it stops. Or if you didn't want to use that, you could just pull out your cable right here and then it wouldn't go anymore. But Yeah, the air filter is wired onto there. I can pull out the wire and check it, but it doesn't look too bad from the holes. I will show you the carburetor again, the side that we cleaned off that had the info on it. Okay, I'll move this out of the way. Tillotson, Toledo, has R at the top. Tillotson, Toledo, Ohio. It says made in the USA. I think that's a serial number or whatever, some kind of code, or identification code. It says MD82A, and I don't think there's anything else at the end of it. It might just be a little scratch down there. MD82A. But you can do research for me. I just want you to see what you can do for me to help me out with this, because I don't know. I don't have a clue of how or what this is, what it was for, or what I can do to safely take it apart without destroying it. I think things might be